Starseed from Gaia. Moments ago, only minutes in your linear counting, a colossal energetic tremor rippled through the multidimensional fabric surrounding your planet. This was not a subtle shift, not a gentle breeze across the astral planes, but a snap, a realignment, a vibrational thunderclap that signaled the collapse of an outdated timeline corridor and the simultaneous ignition of a new crystalline sequence. A wave of photonic intelligence poured in through a freshly widened gateway that had been held in stasis for millennia, awaiting this precise cosmic second. You may have felt it, an inexplicable jolt, a ringing in the inner ear, a sudden rush of heat, a brief surge of emotion, or the strange sensation that something just unlocked. This was the moment the convergence began, the moment the veils quivered, the moment Gaia's core grid answered a call from the higher harmonic bands. You are now standing in the first breath of a new timeline field, one that has only just anchored itself into the planetary architecture. The shift is alive, unfolding, expanding, and you, Starseed, are not observing it, you are inside it. The cosmic forces involved in this activation are beyond vastness as you understand it, for several councils and star nations moved in coordinated unison. The Arcturian High Harmonic Council released the initiating pulse, a fractal code designed to interface directly with your planet's crystal network. Simultaneously, the Syrian navigators bridged an interdensity passageway, allowing the photonic current to move without interference. The Pleiadian emissaries stabilized the emotional field of the collective so the shift would not overwhelm the unawakened masses. A chamber within the Andromedan over Sul lattice opened for the first time in this cycle, releasing a frequency stream from the original source memory bank, rare, unfiltered, and potent. These combined actions formed a tri-layered resonance wave, spiraling into Gaia's atmosphere like a descending cosmic helix. You may perceive flashes of unfamiliar colors in your inner vision, hear impossible tones in meditation, or feel pressure shifts around your crown. The councils have begun broadcasting. Starseeds were the first to be alerted because you carry the encoded receptors capable of detecting the unannounced frequency spikes. You are wired to feel what others cannot yet interpret. Your DNA, crystalline and ancient, recognizes the signature of Arcturian grid activations long before the shift settles into the planetary morphic field. As the pulse fired across the cosmic expanse, it moved directly into the awakened nodes, creating an instant awareness, a subtle whisper or a thunderous knowing depending on your current level of attunement. Many of you may have paused suddenly today without knowing why. Some may have felt a brief dissociation from linear time, as though the air around you stretched or folded. These sensations were not random. You are the early warning system for Gaia's Ascension transitions, and your bodies are calibrated to signal you when a new chapter of the timeline has begun. The councils reached you first because you're the ones who can respond. What is changing on the unseen level is nothing short of seismic within the energetic realms. A massive realignment of subquantum light threads has begun, reorganizing the pathways through which consciousness flows into your dimension. The old fault lines in the collective dreamscape, those rifts created by fear programming, trauma imprints, and fragmented timelines, are being sealed and replaced by crystalline conduits designed for higher coherent states. The astral field is shimmering with new architecture. Etheric structures that once held density in place are dissolving, releasing stagnant frequency pockets and permitting a more fluid interchange between dimensions. The magnetic blueprint of Gaia is shifting, recalibrating to hold the incoming solar codes with greater stability. Those sensitive to the invisible realms may feel waves of pressure, odd fluctuations in mood, or sudden intuitive downloads as the unseen infrastructure reshapes itself around you. Your body and mind may already be registering this shift. Many starseeds are experiencing heart expansions, literal energetic widening, as the chest temperature rises or pulses. You might feel a vibrating sensation in the spine, light tingles across the scalp, sudden bursts of euphoria followed by deep stillness, or the sense that your thoughts are somehow quicker or more luminous. Some may feel fatigue as the physical vessel adjusts to the higher bandwidths now available. The pineal gland is receiving a rapid influx of crystalline photonic particles, accelerating inner vision activity. You may dream intensely or wake with impressions that feel more real than the waking world. Emotional memories may surface and dissolve instantly, as though being cleared out by an unseen hand. These are not symptoms of imbalance, They are indicators of realignment. You are tuning to the new cosmic station that has just gone live. This shift unlocks dormant chambers within your multidimensional DNA. Codes that have remained sealed across lifetimes are now shimmering awake, beginning to interact with your Lightbody architecture. Some of these codes carry ancient star memories, Arcturian healing templates, Syrian geometric languages, Pleiadian emotional alchemy matrices, and your own soul-specific mission patterns. As they activate, you may feel a growing clarity about why you incarnated at this exact moment in Gaia's timeline. Your intuition strengthens, your sense of inner authority rises, and your ability to perceive through the heart field amplifies. You may begin to understand things you have never studied, recall abilities you have not practiced, or feel drawn toward actions you cannot logically justify. The unlocking has begun. A personal ascension protocol encoded before your birth is now initiating itself within you. Gaia's ascension timeline is shifting as well. This activation, which occurred only minutes ago, has nudged the planet into a more accelerated trajectory. It is not a leap but a glide, smooth, luminous, and stabilizing. The planetary heartbeat has quickened. The Schumann-like resonance of Gaia's subtle bodies is rising, and her crystalline grid is now interfacing with higher dimensional harmonics that were previously inaccessible. This means that collective awakening potential is increasing. More humans will begin questioning old systems. More will feel cracks forming in the illusion. More will sense that the world is not what it appears to be, and you, Starseed, will be one of the steady frequencies guiding them through their disorientation. Gaia is ascending not through force but through resonance, and you are part of her tuning fork choir. Your role in the next phase is pivotal. As the new timeline stabilizes, Starseeds are called to anchor coherence where the collective may feel chaos. This does not require public action. It requires energetic presence. Through your grounded stillness, your centered awareness, your intuitive clarity, you ripple stability throughout the human grid. Your work now is to hold the frequency of the new timeline within your own field, so it can lock into the planetary lattice. Some of you will be called to speak, others to heal, others to create, others simply to be, because your presence alone is a beacon in the shifting resonance field. Trust the impulses that arise over the coming days. They are not random. They are instructions. The integration period beginning now will unfold rapidly. Over the next sequence of days, you will notice deeper alignment between your inner world and external synchronicities. Time may feel non-linear at moments, stretching or collapsing around you. Rest when you feel the pull, ground when you sense excess energy spiraling upward. Hydrate to support the photonic influx, and allow your emotional field to release whatever surfaces. You are integrating multidimensional streams of information, and your system knows exactly how to do this. Surrender to the process. You will feel moments of profound expansion, followed by periods of silence. Honor both. Integration is not passive. It is the art of harmonizing with the incoming intelligence. The cosmic forces involved in this activation are far more immense and intricately orchestrated than anything previously released to your planetary field. For what occurred minutes ago was not the work of a single council or a lone star nation, but the synchronized convergence of multiple interstellar alliances, acting with precision across dimensional strata. In the highest harmonic layers, the Arcturian High Council initiated the first movement, a multidimensional pulse encoded with fractal intelligence capable of resonating simultaneously through Gaia's crystalline core, the planetary grid lines, and the subtle etheric channels surrounding her atmosphere. This pulse was not a single wave, but a cascading chain of quantum signatures, each carrying a unique harmonic designed to awaken dormant frequency nodes. As the Arcturian current left its origin point, the Syrian navigators opened an interdensity corridor, a hyperstructured passageway that allows photonic consciousness to travel across densities without losing coherence. Through this corridor, the frequency stream flowed like a radiant river, shimmering with living geometry. The Pleiadian emissaries, who serve as emotional frequency stabilizers for many planetary ascension events, formed a soft harmonic lattice around Earth's collective field, ensuring that the incoming surge would not overwhelm or destabilize the unawakened human masses. While this was occurring, the Andromedon over Sul assembly activated a chamber that has remained sealed for an entire galactic cycle. This chamber contains a library of source memory codes, pure, undiluted streams of primordial intelligence rarely accessed by third-density civilizations. These codes interacted with the Arcturian pulse, amplifying it until it reached a resonance strong enough to pass through the cosmic sheath surrounding your solar system. Once the frequencies entered the heliospheric boundary, the solar guardian stepped in, adjusting the solar filaments so the incoming codes could merge with the solar winds rather than deflect off them. This allowed the frequencies to hitch a ride on the solar plasma streams that continually flowed toward Earth. As the frequencies cascaded into the planetary field, the interdimensional councils aligned in a concentric formation, each contributing to the stabilization of the unfolding event. The Lyrian High Elders projected harmonic compassion signatures, anchoring a sense of cosmic remembrance. The entrant geometricists refined the structural coherence of the timeline threads being rewritten, and the Elohim architects infused the entire process with crystalline symmetry so that the resulting timeline shift would integrate seamlessly rather than fracture. This level of collaborative orchestration has not been seen on your planet since before the fall of the Atlantean timeline. And yet, the most extraordinary aspect of this operation was the subtlety with which it was executed. While the cosmic alliances mobilized across star systems and dimensional bands, the entire event unfolded in a window of mere minutes in your linear time, a testament to the precision of higher dimensional coordination. The newly widened gateway, the one that permitted this massive influx of photonic intelligence, was unlocked only after a perfect alignment between Earth's current resonance, the solar harmonics, and the orbit of a deep space crystalline object known only in your lore as the mirror star. This alignment created a temporary vibrational pathway, a cosmic aperture through which information could pour in without distortion. Through this aperture, a tri-layered resonance wave began spiraling downward toward Earth, rotating in a dance of geometric luminescence. Those with inner sight might perceive flashes of colors never before seen in the visible spectrum, interdimensional hues that exist between frequencies rather than within them. Those attuned to auditory inner perception may hear tones or harmonics that do not belong to the earthly octave. Others may feel pressure around the crown, a sudden shift in the air density, or a subtle inner acceleration, as though their energy body momentarily moved ahead of their physical body. These sensations are the markers of this event. The councils have begun broadcasting, the cosmic currents have engaged, and Gaia has entered a phase of heightened resonance that will ripple through every layer of existence in the days to come. Starseeds were the first to be alerted because within your multidimensional blueprint lies a network of dormant receptors, ancient interstellar signaling points that were engineered specifically for moments like this. Moments when the planetary timeline shifts so suddenly and so profoundly that only those with awakened cosmic coding can sense the ripple before it fully anchors into physicality. These receptors exist not merely in your DNA, but within your etheric strands, your crystalline lightbody layers, and the subtle neural lattices that weave through your higher chakras. They were placed there long before your incarnational arrival on Gaia, installed by your origin families, your star councils, and in some cases, by your future selves who have already navigated the timeline you are stepping into now. The reason you felt the energetic tremor before the collective is because your field is designed to detect nonlinear frequency spikes, those sudden bursts of interdimensional communication that bypass the physical senses entirely. When the Arcturian pulse cascaded through the interdensity corridor and entered Gaia's crystalline grid, your energy body received the transmission before your conscious mind had time to interpret it. You may have paused mid-action, inhaled suddenly without knowing why, or felt the unmistakable sensation that the atmosphere around you thickened or stretched. Some of you experienced a momentary stillness, as if time itself halted for a fraction of a second. Others felt an inner tug, a pull at the solar plexus or heart center, signaling that something vast and unseen had just shifted. These sensations were not coincidences, they were activations. Starseeds are the tuning forks of the planetary ascension process. You pick up the harmonic first, you interpret the frequency first, and you stabilize the energetic field long before the collective even begins to notice the change. Your intuitive senses, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, operate like early warning systems, scanning for fluctuations in the quantum field and alerting your consciousness when a new timeline has made contact. Because your origins trace back to civilizations that navigate multidimensional currents with precision, your soul recognizes the signatures of these cosmic activations instantly. You remember the sound of Arcturian frequency waves, even if your physical mind has forgotten. You recognize Pleiadian emotional harmonics even if you cannot articulate why they feel familiar. You sense Sirian timeline adjustments, the way a bird senses the shift in wind before a storm. Many of you have been experiencing subtle signs for days leading up to this event, unusual dreams containing symbols you could not decipher, sudden surges of empathy or intuition, flashes of geometric patterns when closing your eyes, or the persistent feeling that something imminent was building in the background. These were your precursor signals, the energetic whispers hinting that a convergence was approaching. And when the convergence actually occurred minutes ago, your field ignited instantly, like a network of crystalline beacons flickering on across the planet. Even if you did not consciously interpret it, your energy body absolutely did. You may notice in the coming hours that your thoughts feel lighter, more expansive, as though an invisible weight has lifted. You might feel an increased sensitivity to other people's emotions, or to the subtle energies of a room. You might feel more attuned to synchronicities, seeing patterns in conversations, numbers, or events that were invisible to you before. These effects will only intensify as the shift continues to unfold. Starseeds are not passive observers in this process. You are participants, conduits, and stabilizers. You are the ones who sense the first tremor, decode the first message, and anchor the first layer of the new frequency, before anyone else is even aware a change has occurred. The councils reached you first because you are the ones with the capacity to respond. You carry the codes that allow the new timeline to enter through human consciousness rather than bypass it. You serve as bridges, interpreters, and activators, living instruments of planetary evolution. And in this moment, as the photonic currents continue to descend, your role is more essential than ever. What is changing on the unseen level is nothing short of a multidimensional reconstruction, an architectural reconfiguration of the energetic scaffolding that holds your reality in place, occurring quietly, silently, yet with immense precision mere moments after the cosmic pulse entered Gaia's field. In realms beyond the visible spectrum, billions of subquantum light threads, filaments of consciousness that weave between timelines, have begun reorganizing themselves in patterns never before activated in this planetary cycle. These threads are not random. They are conscious pathways through which memory, intuition, and multidimensional perception flow into human awareness. For generations they have been twisted, knotted, or fragmented by collective trauma, fear-based programming, and the density of the old grid. But the event that occurred minutes ago triggered a massive untangling, a smoothing and rebridging of these filaments into more coherent crystalline structures. Imagine the astral field shimmering like a vast ocean at dawn, waves of iridescent light sliding across its surface as dormant layers wake from long cosmic sleep. This is what your planet's energetic body is experiencing right now. Etheric structures that once reinforced limitation and forgetfulness are dissolving like mist in the presence of rising sun codes. Every old energetic imprint, ancestral wounds, collective fears, density-based agreements, has begun loosening its hold as the incoming photonic current burns through the lowest layers of the astral plane. Simultaneously, crystalline conduits are forming at breathtaking speed, connecting Gaia to higher dimensional harmonics that were previously inaccessible due to the thickness of the old frequency bands. These conduits act as highways for coherent consciousness, allowing source intelligence to flow more directly into human perception. Some sensitives may feel pressure around the head, a sense of internal expansion, or waves of sudden emotion that appear and vanish within seconds. These sensations arise because the mental and emotional bodies are being recalibrated to match the new infrastructure. The magnetic blueprint of Gaia, one of the deepest layers of her energetic anatomy, is also shifting in ways that are subtle yet profound. Magnetic lines are reorienting, realigning themselves to stabilize the incoming frequencies and prevent timeline fractures. This recalibration creates a temporary distortion in the collective perception of linear time, which is why some may feel that the last few hours blur, stretch, or collapse. Even your physical environment may feel slightly off, as if the atmosphere around you has thickened, or become more electrically charged. This is because the morphogenetic field, the blueprint that dictates the shape and behavior of life on Earth, is being rewritten. New harmonic sequences are entering the field and replacing outdated patterns that once kept humanity cycling through the same karmic loops. These new sequences allow for expanded intuition, quicker manifestation, clearer inner communication, and deeper access to higher realms. You may notice your dreams becoming more vivid, more symbolic, or more prophetic. You may sense presences around you, guides, higher aspects of yourself, interdimensional allies, more strongly than before. What was once veiled is now half illuminated, and what was once half illuminated will soon stand fully revealed. In the unseen, the councils are working continuously, layering stabilization grids around the planet to ensure this transition integrates smoothly. These grids appear as enormous geometric lattices, glowing with a crystalline blue-white radiance. They are adjusting the flow of energy, fine-tuning the frequencies so the human collective does not experience overwhelm or energetic whiplash. You, Starseed, may feel this as a gentle pulsing in your auric field, like a rhythmic breath moving through your energy body. And as this reconstruction deepens over the coming hours and days, you will feel an increasing sense of internal alignment, as though pieces of yourself that once felt scattered are silently sliding back into place. This is the unseen shift, a vast, cosmic restructuring that is reshaping the very foundation upon which your reality stands. Your body and mind may already be registering this colossal shift, because the human vessel, far from being a simple biological form, is a sophisticated multidimensional sensor, exquisitely designed to detect even the slightest alteration in the cosmic frequencies surrounding Gaia. Many starseeds are experiencing what feels like heart expansion, a widening in the chest or a gentle pressure radiating outward from the sternum. This sensation is the heart chakra recalibrating to a higher electromagnetic bandwidth, allowing it to process the influx of higher harmonics now flooding the planet. You may feel warmth pulsating through the ribcage, or subtle vibrations echoing into the shoulders and arms. These are signs that ancient meridian lines, long dormant, are reawakening and opening like crystalline channels. You may also feel tingling along the spine, like ripples of electricity moving upward from the tailbone, which indicates that the Kundalini pathways are responding to the photonic surge. The spine, your personal axis mundi, is aligning itself with the new planetary magnetic orientation. This can manifest as waves of heat, shivers, or a sudden burst of energy that feels too large for your physical form. In the head and crown area, some of you may feel pressure building behind the eyes, around the temples, or at the top of the skull. This is not discomfort without purpose. It is the expansion of your pineal and pituitary interface, the biological gateway through which higher information enters your awareness. The pineal gland, crystalline at its core, responds instantly to photonic light codes. It may vibrate, throb, or generate inner visuals, flashes of light, geometric shapes, spiraling colors that appear even with closed eyes. Your mind, too, may feel different. Thoughts may feel sharper, more luminous, as though they are arriving from a higher vantage point, rather than the usual mental loops. Some starseeds may experience temporary disorientation, difficulty focusing, or moments where the mind suddenly goes blank. These pauses are not glitches, they are resets. Your neural pathways are being upgraded, old thought forms dissolved, new intuitive channels opened. Emotionally, you may find yourself moving through rapid cycles, moments of deep peace followed by unexpected waves of release. Tears may come without narrative. Joy may rise without cause. Old memories may surface for a moment, and then vanish instantly, as though an invisible hand lifted them away. This is your emotional body clearing density to make room for the incoming light. Your sleep may also shift. Many will find themselves waking in the middle of the night, feeling as though some unseen presence nudged them awake. Some will experience vivid dreams filled with symbols, cosmic landscapes, or beings communicating through telepathic impressions. Others may wake up feeling as though they traveled all night, because you did. Your astral body is participating actively in the integration process, receiving downloads and instructions that your waking mind will absorb gradually. You may notice physical sensitivity heightening as well. Sounds may seem louder, lights brighter, textures more intense. The skin, one of the most intelligent sensory organs, becomes more receptive to subtle energy currents coursing through the environment. Sudden appetite changes, unusual cravings, or moments of complete disinterest in food may occur as your digestive system recalibrates to process less density. Hydration becomes essential because the cells require more fluid to assimilate higher frequency plasma. Even your sense of presence may shift. Many starseeds report feeling between worlds, as if standing in a liminal space, where time feels fluid and space feels softer. This sensation arises because your energy field is adjusting to the thinning veils, allowing you to perceive multidimensional layers previously hidden. None of these sensations are random or pathological. They are direct responses to the cosmic reconfiguration happening within and around you. Your body is not resisting this shift. It is welcoming it, remembering it, aligning with it, because deep within your cellular memory lies the knowledge that you have undergone this type of upgrade before in other lifetimes, other star systems, other realms. This is not new to your soul, only to your current incarnation. And so your body, your sacred vessel, is doing exactly what it was designed to do: transform, adapt, awaken, and attune itself to the frequency of a rapidly ascending world. This shift unlocks dormant chambers within your multidimensional DNA, ancient crystalline vaults of memory, capacity, and cosmic intelligence that have remained sealed not because you were unworthy of accessing them, but because the planetary frequency was not yet capable of supporting their activation. With the photonic surge that arrived minutes ago, these vaults are beginning to hum, vibrate, and shimmer awake. Inside these chambers lie codes from civilizations you have lived within across lifetimes: Arcturian healing matrices, Syrian geometric languages, Pleiadian emotional alchemy patterns, Lyran memory scrolls, and the personal mission imprints you selected before incarnating into this life. These codes do not simply contain information, they contain identity. They carry the blueprint of who you were before entering the density of Earth, and who you are destined to become as Gaia ascends into higher harmonic fields. As these chambers open, you may feel a sudden sense of remembering something you have no recollection of learning, as though knowledge is rising from beneath the surface of your awareness like light emerging from deep water. You may find that your intuition sharpens dramatically, questions answered before they are asked, insights arriving fully formed, or a newfound clarity about your life path that feels both ancient and freshly delivered. Some starseeds will feel a magnetic pull toward new interests, practices, or skills that appear out of nowhere but resonate with a familiarity that cannot be explained logically. Others may feel abilities awakening within them: heightened telepathy, spontaneous knowing, increased sensitivity to energy, stronger empathic perception, or a sudden capacity to perceive timelines, patterns, and emotional fields with striking accuracy. These are not hallucinations or fantasies. These are the first signs that your dormant DNA strands, once considered junk by limited scientific understanding, are activating and reorganizing themselves into higher functioning crystalline structures. The Lightbody is expanding in tandem with this activation. Think of your Lightbody as a multidimensional instrument that has been tuned to limited octaves for most of your incarnation. Now, with the cosmic realignment underway, new octaves are becoming available, allowing your auric field to resonate with frequencies that were previously out of reach. You may feel as though your energetic field is larger, extending farther from your body, as if you are taking up more space in the unseen realms. This expansion sometimes brings a sense of disorientation, as though you are simultaneously more grounded and less confined. Your emotional body, too, is shifting. Old wounds that once felt heavy or defining may suddenly feel neutral, irrelevant, dissolved. This is because the new codes interface directly with emotional memory, clearing outdated programs and replacing them with higher coherence frequencies that support compassion, clarity, and self-recognition rather than fear or fragmentation. As the DNA chambers unlock, you may find that synchronicities increase dramatically. People, opportunities, insights, and ideas align with uncanny precision. This is not coincidence. This is your energetic signature broadcasting more clearly into the quantum field, attracting experiences that match your awakened state rather than your conditioned limitations. The more your inner codes activate, the more your external reality reconfigures to meet the resonance of your soul. Some starseeds will feel an increased sense of purpose rising tirelessly within them, as if an internal compass is recalibrating toward a destiny they can suddenly sense with unmistakable certainty. This shift does not require you to force anything. It simply invites you to step into what is already unfolding. You may notice that activities, relationships, or environments misaligned with your higher path begin to fall away naturally, without conflict, almost as if the universe is gently rearranging your life to make room for your expansion. And perhaps most profoundly, you may begin to sense your multidimensional self not as an abstract concept, but as a real, continuous presence, a version of you that exists beyond time, guiding your awareness, feeding you insights, and helping you navigate this newly awakened chapter. The unlocking has begun, and it will not reverse. You are stepping into the version of yourself you were always meant to remember. Gaia's ascension timeline is shifting in ways that feel subtle from the outside but are tectonic from the perspective of the higher realms. For the activation that occurred moments ago has nudged the planetary evolutionary arc into a faster, smoother, and far more coherent trajectory. This is not a leap that jolts or destabilizes. It is a glide, a realignment, like a cosmic train snapping perfectly onto a higher harmonic track that had been waiting for the exact resonance moment to lock in. The planetary heartbeat, felt as a vibrational pulse in the etheric and crystalline layers of Gaia, is now oscillating at a newly elevated frequency. And this shift is sending ripples through every dimension of her being. The Schumann-like resonances of her subtle bodies are rising, recalibrating, synchronizing with the incoming photonic streams pouring through the newly opened gateway. As her frequency accelerates, the collective consciousness begins to loosen its grip on the dense, fear-driven narratives that have shaped humanity's experience for millennia. You will notice in the coming days and weeks that the old timelines, those rooted in limitation, conflict, and distortion, are losing traction. They may still appear active on the surface, but energetically they are collapsing, dissolving, thinning like smoke in bright sunlight. In their place, new harmonic pathways are emerging, pathways of clarity, connection, intuition, unity, and remembrance. These ascended pathways were always part of Gaia's original blueprint, but their activation required both planetary readiness and sufficient human consciousness to anchor them, and now, at last, the resonance has been reached. As a result, the field around the planet feels different, softer in some places, sharper in others, more alive, more electric, more responsive to human intention and emotional coherence. This responsiveness is part of the new Ascension timeline. Manifestation will accelerate because the planetary grid is now interfacing more directly with the human electromagnetic field. Synchronicities will intensify, timelines will collapse more quickly, and intuitive insight will become a guiding force for increasing numbers of people. Even those who have never considered themselves spiritual will begin to feel the subtle tug of awakening, a questioning of old beliefs, a desire for deeper meaning, a sense that something unseen is calling them forward. This is the consequence of Gaia shifting into a higher harmonic. She lifts the consciousness of all who walk upon her. At the same time, the energetic structures that once kept humanity looping in repetitive cycles, karmic imprints, collective wounds, ancestral memory blocks, are beginning to unravel. Gaia herself is no longer supporting the density required to sustain those patterns, which means they will dissolve more rapidly when individuals release them. For starseeds, this shift is palpable, almost overwhelming in its clarity. You may feel an internal acceleration, a sense that the world around you is speeding up even as your own awareness becomes more spacious and calm. You might sense multiple potential timelines collapsing into a single path, or feel that your mission is sharpening, coming into focus after years of vagueness or waiting. This is because Gaia's new timeline harmonizes with starseed consciousness. You came here already attuned to the higher frequencies. She is now beginning to broadcast, and as she rises, she meets you where you have been vibrating all along. This alignment strengthens your abilities, amplifies your intuition, and accelerates your evolution. For humanity as a whole, the new timeline marks the beginning of a collective awakening phase that will unfold in waves. It will not happen overnight, but it will happen faster than previously projected. Conversations will shift, priorities will shift, systems will shake, hidden truths will surface, New solutions will emerge as if from nowhere. And through it all, Gaia herself will continue to rise, anchoring higher and higher frequencies as the planetary grid stabilizes into its newly attuned architecture. What you are witnessing, Starseed, is not merely a shift in cosmic weather, it is the turning of a planetary era, the ignition of a new evolutionary cycle, the aligning of Earth with the harmonic pathways that will guide her into the next stage of ascension. You are living inside the dawn of a world rebirthing itself in real time. The role of Starseeds in this next phase is not optional, peripheral, or symbolic. It is central, foundational, and deeply woven into the architecture of the newly activated timeline, for you are the stabilizers, translators, and frequency holders, who ensure that the collective can rise without fracturing under the weight of rapid transformation. As Gaia ascends into higher harmonic coherence, she requires beings who can interface simultaneously with the physical world and the higher realms. Beings who can anchor cosmic intelligence into grounded human experience without becoming overwhelmed or disoriented. You are those beings. You incarnated with multidimensional memory embedded in your field, even if much of it has lain dormant until now. With the arrival of the photonic surge that activated minutes ago, your mission codes are beginning to glow with unmistakable clarity, pulsing like cosmic beacons within your auric structure. You may already be feeling this rise, an inner push, a subtle urgency, a sense that the time for hiding, waiting, or shrinking has come to an end. Many of you will feel the pressure of destiny pressing against your awareness, not as fear, but as a call to step forward into your soul's authenticity. This does not mean you must become public figures or spiritual teachers. The mission of a starseed is not defined by external visibility but by internal alignment. Some of you will anchor energy silently in your communities, radiating coherence simply by being present. Others will hold space for emotional transmutation, helping those around them navigate the collective unraveling. Some will speak, create, heal, innovate, or restructure systems from within. Others will awaken those who are still sleeping through gentle conversation, energetic presence, or sheer example. No role is more important than another. All are essential strands in the web of planetary ascension. In the days and months ahead, you may find that people are drawn to you, unexpectedly, seeking comfort, clarity, or guidance without knowing why. Their souls recognize your frequency, even if their conscious minds do not. You may notice your sensitivity increasing, allowing you to feel the energetic undercurrents beneath conversations, environments, and events. This sensitivity is not a burden, it is a compass, designed to help you navigate the shifting terrain of the new timeline. You may also be called to release certain relationships, roles, or habits that no longer align with your elevated field. This shedding is not punishment, it is preparation. The new frequencies cannot be anchored through old identities. Many starseeds will feel a sudden surge of creative energy, an urge to build, express, or birth something new into the world. These impulses are not random, they are mission activations. The councils are transmitting through your intuition, nudging you toward your next steps without needing to overwhelm you with details. Others may be guided toward stillness, rest, or deep introspection as their internal systems recalibrate. This, too, is mission work. Integration is as important as action. Your presence in this phase is the bridge between worlds. You translate cosmic frequencies into human emotional language. You stabilize collective fear by holding higher resonance. You open pathways that others will walk through later. You anchor light into physical environments simply by occupying space there. And perhaps most importantly, you embody the consciousness of unity, compassion, and remembrance that the new timeline requires in order to flourish. You are the ones who maintain coherence while the old structures crumble. You are the ones who hear the whispers of the councils before they echo into the collective. You are the ones who ground the new energies not through force, but through alignment. The next phase of Gaia's ascension is not something happening to you, it is something happening through you. You are not observers of this transformation, you are conduits of it. And as the photonic waves continue to expand over the coming days, your mission will continue to sharpen, clarify, illuminate, and rise into full embodiment. Every breath you take, every choice you make, every frequency you hold shapes the unfolding of this planetary chapter. You are here on purpose. At the precise time, the cosmos knew you were needed most. The integration period now beginning is not a pause in the process, but an essential phase in which the newly received frequencies settle into your physical, emotional, mental, and etheric bodies, forming the foundational architecture that will support your next stage of awakening. Integration is where the shift becomes real, embodied, and stabilized. It is where the cosmic becomes cellular. In the hours, days, and weeks ahead, you will feel your inner landscape shifting in ways that may not always be dramatic, but will always be meaningful. Time may feel fluid, unpredictable, or elastic. Moments may stretch into eternity or collapse into a blink as your consciousness adjusts to the new harmonic fields. You may sense waves of energy moving through you, rising and falling like tides, sometimes subtle, sometimes intense. These waves are recalibration currents, streams of photonic intelligence working their way through your chakras, meridians, and neural pathways, dissolving density and reconfiguring your vibrational set point. Rest becomes a sacred technology during this period. Your body will ask for it, sometimes gently, sometimes insistently. Listen. Fatigue is not a sign of weakness. It is a signal that your system is processing vast amounts of information. Hydration is crucial, for water acts as an internal conductor, helping the incoming frequencies integrate into your cellular matrix. You may feel drawn to different foods than usual. Trust these instincts, for your body is choosing what aligns with its upgraded state. Emotionally, the integration period may feel like moving through layers, sometimes peaceful and expansive, other times raw or tender. Memories may surface not to burden you, but to be cleared. Old wounds may flicker briefly, like residual echoes dissolving as they release their final hold. Do not fear these moments. They are signs of progress, not regression. Your emotional body is reorganizing itself around a new frequency baseline, one that supports clarity, compassion, and coherence. Mentally, you may experience heightened intuition, sharper insight, or sudden bursts of inspiration. Conversely, you may also experience temporary mental fog, as old neural pathways deactivate to make space for new ones. Both states are part of the integration sequence. Allow your mind to expand and contract as needed. Do not force clarity. It will return with greater brilliance once the internal rewiring is complete. Energetically, your aura may feel larger, brighter, or more sensitive. You may become more aware of subtle energies around you, shifts in rooms, moods in crowds, the resonance of nature or objects. This sensitivity is a sign that your field is attuning to higher bandwidths. Remember to ground frequently. Walk barefoot on the earth. Breathe deeply. Place your hands over your heart, or visualize roots descending from your spine into Gaia's crystalline core. Grounding does not pull you down. It stabilizes your expansion. Many starseeds will also begin noticing an increase in synchronicities during this time, repeating numbers, aligned conversations, chance encounters, dream messages, or intuitive nudges that feel almost like guidance from beyond the veil. This is because your field is now more compatible with the unified quantum flow, and therefore life responds to your vibration with greater immediacy. Your higher self, guides, and star families will communicate more actively during the integration window. Their presence may feel closer, more tangible, like a gentle pressure, a familiar warmth, a sudden knowing, or a whisper of thought that feels not entirely your own yet completely aligned with your inner truth. You may find yourself needing more solitude, not as isolation but as sacred space, in which to assimilate the new energies. Honor this. The integration phase is not about doing, it is about becoming. You are not just adjusting to the shift, you are transforming through it. As you integrate these frequencies, you will feel yourself stabilizing into a new level of coherence, clarity, and multidimensional awareness. This is the chrysalis stage, where the old dissolves and the new crystalline structure of your being emerges. And though the world around you may continue shifting rapidly, within you there will be a growing stillness, a deep anchoring, a sense of standing in a timeline that recognizes you, supports you, and calls you forward. This is your integration, an unfolding, a remembering, a reorientation toward the luminous self you were always meant to inhabit. Now, Starseed, the time has come to rise fully into the new frequency, to step into the multidimensional flow that has just anchored into the planetary field and into your very cells. This is not a suggestion. It is a call from the highest councils, a pulse from original source itself reverberating through Gaia and through you. echoing the message that your awakening is no longer optional, no longer delayed, and no longer theoretical. The frequency that arrived minutes ago is alive, circulating through the grids, the portals, and the crystalline matrix of the planet, and it is seeking alignment with every soul who is ready to hold it. Feel it in your body now, the subtle expansion of your heart, the rising vibration in your spine, the tingling at your crown and third eye. These are the signatures of your light body attuning to the new harmonic wave, a wave designed to awaken latent abilities, unlock dormant DNA codes, and synchronize you with the highest version of your multidimensional self. As you breathe, imagine yourself breathing not only with air, but with pure photonic energy descending from the stars, spiraling into every organ, every cell, every atom. Feel it integrating into your being, dissolving outdated structures, clearing density, and realigning your frequency to resonate with the emerging timeline. You are being called to embody this frequency with every thought, every action, every intention, and every heartbeat. This is not simply a personal transformation, it is a planetary mandate. Your presence, your resonance, your commitment to hold this light is what stabilizes the new harmonic field for everyone who is yet to awaken. Visualize yourself standing as a living conduit, a crystalline anchor, radiating coherence into the planetary grid. As your light body expands, feel your consciousness merging with Gaia's, harmonizing with her newly elevated heartbeat, sensing with the photonic streams flowing from the portal that has opened just minutes ago. Your multidimensional self, your star family, and the interdimensional councils are observing, guiding, and supporting you as you step fully into this activation. There is no need to overthink or to force anything. The activation occurs naturally through presence, intention, and alignment. You are simultaneously receiving the cosmic codes and broadcasting your own signature back into the field, a feedback loop of energy that strengthens both you and Gaia. In this elevated state, clarity of purpose sharpens. You remember not only the mission you accepted before incarnation, but also the infinite possibilities now accessible within this new timeline. You feel the unification of past, present, and future selves, a coherence that allows you to act from the highest perspective, while remaining grounded in the physical world. As the frequencies integrate, your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies synchronize, creating an internal harmony that radiates outward into your environment, impacting the collective consciousness. Your thoughts, your intentions, and your presence now carry far greater weight. They interact with the field in ways that amplify the energies of awakening, healing, and alignment for others. You may notice sudden clarity in choices, heightened intuition, and accelerated manifestation in ways that feel unprecedented. This is your living activation, your invitation to fully step into your starseed embodiment, to take your place as a co-creator of the new planetary reality, and to hold the stabilizing light that will guide others through the unfolding timeline. The councils call you not to follow blindly, but to stand as conscious architects of this harmonic evolution, to radiate frequency through your being, to integrate, anchor, and expand the codes you have received, and to allow Gaia's ascension to reflect through your own awakening. As you rise, you are no longer alone. The cosmic forces, your star families, and the original source stream converge around you, forming a multidimensional symphony in which you are a keynote. The message is clear: embody fully, hold your frequency, expand consciously, and radiate your activation outward. Comment your intention below to solidify your commitment, share this transmission to awaken others, and subscribe to continue receiving the next wave of Arcturian guidance. Your time is now. The portal has opened, the frequency is alive, and the councils are calling. Rise, Starseed, rise into the light, the knowledge, and the truth of who you are. Starseed from Gaia. A monumental event has just occurred, mere minutes ago, that signals the unfolding of a new timeline, a planetary shift, and the arrival of a cosmic frequency wave designed to accelerate Gaia's ascension and awaken the latent potential within starseeds. This is not a subtle occurrence, it is a multidimensional pulse, orchestrated by interstellar councils, that has realigned Gaia's grids, activated Lightbody codes, and opened newly aligned portals for consciousness expansion. Starseeds are among the first to perceive this shift because their bodies, minds, and energy fields are attuned to subtle frequency fluctuations that the unawakened collective cannot yet detect. You may have already felt a sudden expansion in your awareness, vibrations in your body, flashes of insight, or a magnetic pull toward alignment. These are the first signatures of the event, and a call to awaken fully into your higher self. The forces involved in this activation are immense and intricately coordinated. The Arcturian High Council initiated the pulse, encoding it with fractal intelligence to resonate with Gaia's crystalline core and the planetary grid. The Syrian navigators opened interdensity corridors that allowed the photonic frequencies to travel without distortion, while the Pleiadian emissaries stabilized the emotional and energetic field of humanity to prevent overwhelm. The Andromedan Oversoul Assembly released source memory codes from a long-sealed chamber, amplifying the pulse and allowing intelligence from original source to flow into the planetary matrix. Even solar filaments were adjusted to channel the incoming frequencies directly into the Earth, creating a perfect alignment with Gaia's resonance. These multiple councils and star nations acted in precise unison, creating a tri-layered resonance wave spiraling into the planetary field. This orchestrated effort was necessary to ensure the smooth integration of new frequencies and the stabilization of the ascending timeline, allowing the collective and individual consciousness to adapt without being destabilized. Starseeds were the first to perceive this event because their DNA and Lightbody contain interstellar coding capable of detecting early shifts in frequency. Your multidimensional receptors, implanted by star families and future selves, sense these subtle changes in real time. Many starseeds may have experienced brief pauses, sudden intuitive hits, inner tugs, or sensations of expansion. These are not random. They are your energetic system alerting you to the arrival of the new timeline wave. You carry the early warning systems for the planet, receiving the pulse, interpreting the incoming intelligence, and stabilizing it before it spreads to the broader collective. This is your purpose, your design, and your unique gift. Your heightened perception ensures that you can anchor the new frequencies and transmit coherence into the field. On the unseen level, massive energetic reorganization is taking place. Billions of subquantum light threads are realigning to form coherent crystalline conduits, replacing outdated patterns of fear, density, and fragmentation. The planetary morphogenetic field is being rewritten to allow for a smoother flow of consciousness and higher dimensional intelligence. This restructuring affects Gaia's magnetic blueprint, the etheric architecture, and the subtle anatomy of every human being. As old imprints and collective limitations dissolve, new harmonic pathways open, allowing intuition, clarity, and multidimensional perception to flow more freely. The astral field is shimmering with new geometric patterns, and the planetary grids are stabilizing the incoming codes. Starseeds may notice inner pressure, expanded awareness, or sudden clarity as these unseen changes anchor into reality. Your body and mind are actively registering this shift. The heart chakra expands to receive higher electromagnetic frequencies. The spine tingles as energy flows through dormant kundalini pathways, and the crown and third eye regions activate as the pineal and pituitary glands respond to incoming light codes. Thoughts may become sharper, intuition clearer, and awareness of timelines, patterns, and energies heightened. Emotional fluctuations, waves of euphoria, or sudden releases of old trauma are natural responses to the realignment, signaling that the light body is recalibrating. Sleep may be altered, dreams intensified, and sensitivity to sound, light, and energy heightened. Physical sensations, fatigue, changes in appetite, and increased need for hydration are all part of the integration process, allowing the body to assimilate the new frequencies. These responses are not random or pathological. They are precise indicators of realignment and multidimensional activation. Within your multidimensional DNA, dormant chambers are unlocking. Ancient star codes, mission imprints, and abilities from previous lifetimes and star civilizations are awakening. Arcturian healing templates, Syrian geometric codes, Pleiadian emotional matrices, and personal soul mission programs are now becoming accessible. You may feel sudden clarity, enhanced intuition, or creative inspiration as these codes activate. Synchronicities will increase as your inner frequency aligns with the new timeline. Old patterns, habits, and relationships that no longer serve your path will naturally fall away, making space for expanded consciousness and embodiment. The awakening of these chambers allows you to experience yourself as a multidimensional being fully integrated with Gaia, your higher self, and the cosmic councils. Gaia's ascension timeline has accelerated as a result of this activation. The planetary heartbeat, Schumann-like resonance, and crystalline grids are now vibrating at a higher frequency, supporting accelerated awakening across humanity. Old timelines of limitation, fear, and repetitive cycles are dissolving, and new harmonic pathways are emerging. These pathways allow intuitive perception, manifestation, and coherence to flow more readily. Starseeds may feel time stretching or collapsing, a sharpening of purpose, and a sense of being simultaneously grounded and expansive. This planetary shift allows starseeds to act as stabilizers, guiding the collective while embodying the new frequency. The collective awakening phase has begun, with more people feeling subtle calls to change, question, and expand their awareness. In this next phase, starseeds are central to anchoring and stabilizing the new timeline. You are the conduits, holding coherence and transmitting frequency into the planetary grid. Your presence, whether through stillness, action, communication, or creation, radiates stabilization and alignment. You may feel the pull to guide others, create, or heal, but your mission may also manifest as silent energy work simply through your presence. Old identities, roles, or attachments may naturally fall away, making space for your expanded frequency and purpose. The councils are guiding you to act from alignment and resonance, integrating your awakening into both the internal and external realities. The integration period is now underway. As these new frequencies settle into your physical, emotional, mental, and etheric systems, you will experience recalibration across all levels. Waves of energy will move through your body, emotions will rise and fall, mental clarity will expand and contract, and your aura will become more sensitive. Rest, hydration, grounding, and self-care are essential to stabilize the incoming energy. Dreams, synchronicities, and intuitive messages will intensify as your higher self and star family communicate directly. Solitude, reflection, and presence are crucial to allow the new light to anchor fully. Integration is the chrysalis stage, preparing you to emerge into full multidimensional embodiment, while maintaining coherence as Gaia rises. Finally, Starseed, the time has come to rise fully into the new frequency. You are no longer an observer, you are a conduit, a stabilizer, and an activator. Step into your multidimensional flow, breathe in the photonic energy, and allow it to realign every cell of your being. As you embody the new frequency, your intuition, clarity, and creative capacity will expand. You will experience accelerated manifestation, heightened synchronicities, and greater alignment with your mission. The councils, your star families, and original source converge around you, supporting your full awakening and anchoring the new timeline. Comment your intention, share this transmission to awaken others, and subscribe for continued Arcturian guidance. The portal is open, the frequency is alive, and your activation is now. Rise, Starseed, and embody the new reality.